is talking about the heater that you just plug in. The heater with a digital thermostat. The handy heater with a built-in timer. And everybody's talking about the best price in the United States of America. Folks, they presented this about 2 months ago. I said, are you kidding me? I want in. Let's make it my top pick of my finale holiday host pick. It is getting cold. It's going to get colder. So many of us, we struggle through the winter. We don't like turning up the heating because we're scared of the bills. So we grab an extra thick sweater, we grab the blanket, no more. We're gonna plug this in and we are gonna feel warm, we're gonna feel cozy, we're gonna feel toasty. Let's show you the weather map. I'm no meteorologist, but even I can tell you that the blues and the purples and the really dark blues, that's starting to mean cold. Well, something that is very hot is our price, and somebody who loves to be here, and I'm thrilled to have him to present this, the amazing Lou Caputo.
Hello, Adam.
How are you, sir?
I thought you were saying I was hot.
Well, you are hot stuff clearly as well, needless to say. But Lou, you bring with you a handy heater.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, everyone I've shown this to so far has lost their minds when they've seen this. This is a 400-watt heater that I'm holding in my hands. It will heat a room up to 250 square feet. Look at this. You can plug this into any 3-prong outlet. It has a thermostat built in. It has a 2-speed fan built into it. It has a 12-hour timer, and it will start to radiate heat throughout that room. So 250 square feet, that's like a 15 by 15 room. Yeah, think about that for a second.
Normal room size.
Normal room size. Perfect if you work in an office in a cubicle. Perfect if you're one of those folks where your feet are always cold under your desk. This is the heater. It's the heater of the season. Everybody's gonna want this.
So let's be honest, because Lou and I, we were like school children talking about this.
We were.
You know, we love new things, we love new gadgets. Folks, this is the one. We are gonna cut down on our energy bill. We're gonna get heat in any room of the house that we desire. And it's easy, it's simple, it doesn't drain the power, it doesn't cost dollars and dollars and dollars. I do want to stress though, there's an amazing team behind the scenes. Jane and Sandy and Jill, Carly, Heather, Katie, Jenna, lovely Jenna, she's a big part of this. Folks, we only have about 3,000, and that is it. We took every single one. We're not the only place you can buy the handy heater. A lot of the big retailers are wanting to get it on infomercial as well, but nobody has got the price we've got. Looser, we already have a lot of people ordering because it's the perfect time.
It really is. I'm going to walk over to this one we have plugged in right here. I want you to look at the top of this because this is the, you've got to see it plugged in to see. First of all, Adam, feel the heat.
I've been stood right next to it the whole time.
It feels absolutely fantastic. And you can see the elements inside of this. It uses a different technology, okay? These are not wire heaters inside of this. No. It's what's called PTC ceramic. It stands for positive temperature coefficient. What does that mean? It means it uses less power. It means that they use less heat to do the same amount of work. So they're actually safer in that respect. Now, if you look at the top of this, okay, the control panel is right here. You can see right there, there's the thermostat. It says we're set for 85. Just by touching the plus and minus button like this, I can take this down to whatever temperature I'm comfortable with. So now I've got it set at 78 degrees, all right? I can change the fan speed. I can put it to low speed. I can put it to high speed, just like that. I can hit the timer button. This has a 12-hour timer built into it. Look at this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what comes next? 12. 12 hours I can set this. So in 12 hours, it'll turn itself off. So let's say you're one of those people that when you go to sleep, you want it to feel nice and toasty, but then as you're sleeping, you want it to cool down. Yes. You can set the timer for 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever you want to do. And look at the way the heat just comes out of there, because it's forced heat, it's convection heat. Yeah. It's forcing that air to come out of the heater. Now, a lot of people might look at something this small and they might say, you know what, it's so tiny, how could it possibly do this? 250 square feet, 15 by 15 square foot room. Think about that for a second. Because it's 400 watts. Right. I have an infrared thermometer right here, okay? I'm gonna walk over to this guy, and I'm going to show you right here just how much, now, the temperature, and look, I can put my hand on this and it's not scalding me. I'm not gonna leave it there for very long. No, but it's not gonna scald me just from bumping into this, okay? Watch this. I'm gonna take a temperature reading inside of this, and I want you to see what that says. 240 degrees is the temperature of the air that's coming out of this. So when you're sitting in that room, you're just gonna feel that wafting. And one of the nicest things about this, to me anyway, portability. If you want to take this with you, when you get out of the shower in the morning and you walk into the bedroom, okay, and it's cold in there, If this is in there, it's gonna warm you up. Take it downstairs when you're having your cup of coffee. Plug it in. Oh, and one thing we didn't show everybody, and this was actually one of the things I geeked out about the most on this. See the plug on the back of this?
Yep.
See how it's oriented with the post on the bottom? Let's say that your outlet is 180 degrees different. Watch this. I press this button on the side, I twist this, boom. It just reversed itself. How many times have you tried to plug something in and had it too heavy and it falls out? Not gonna happen with this because I can reverse that plug to whatever I need. This is the heater of the year right here.
Let's get real, because so many of us, we have these big heaters that cost a lot of money. So many of us, we have these big heaters that are so big that we really can't start moving it from the living room to the bedroom or to the guest room when the in-laws come. So many of us don't have so much space where we want a big heater out the entire time. And I will say to you, the reason why people are raving about this is not because of the digital thermostat, as good as that is. It's not because of the timer, as good as that is. It's not because it's just so small. It's because it's so powerful. People cannot believe that something that just plugs directly into the wall can heat a full room up to 250 square feet. So when we talk about replacing that age-old heater, it does it. Our producer just told me we're gonna put 6 minutes on the clock, folks, with everybody dialing in. There's about 1,800 now to go around. They did just tell me they're trying to add as many as possible, but we have what we've got. I mean, really, this is an exciting launch. It's never been seen before. We are not the only shop in town. We are not the only destination in town. This is one of the biggest new products of the year, but what we are, for this show only, is the best price in town. And for all of us that want the big deal, we have got the big deal for my top pick. Everywhere else is $29 plus like $10 shipping. We are $27 plus 5 shipping. So if you want to save the most, go for it. And it's on 4 flex pay, so you get it home for less than $7. Lou, we've seen a lot of good stuff throughout the course of the past 3 days.
Yeah.
This is on the essential list, because you're gonna use it.
We have to have heat. We've got to have heat. And there's a lot of folks out there I know that will stay uncomfortable for as long as humanly possible before turning on the heater in your home, before firing up the furnace. You know what? I understand you don't want to spend the money. If you have this, you don't have to. And the nice thing about this little guy is even in the fall and the spring, it's perfect.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because why would you heat up the whole house?
You don't need to.
You know, zone heating, we talk about it a lot. Practice zone heating. And this guy, talk about portability, take it from room to room. For the workshop, in the garage, if you're down in the basement, you know, for kids at school and dorm rooms, this is awesome. Cubicles. So many women I showed this to always talk about how their feet are cold and how awesome this would be to plug in under a desk and have their feet. You know, it's really wonderful. Now watch, I'm going to show you something really kind of neat. You didn't even know I was going to do this.
I did. This is a surprise.
Okay, watch this. This is a piece of reactive material that when it feels heat, it's going to change colors. I'm just going to put this on here. We're just going to leave it here for a couple minutes. And I want you to see when it starts to turn orange, it starts to turn different colors. You're going to see, because the heat's coming out of this, and I'm going to set this up to like 88 degrees, all right? And just over time, you're going to see the way it's going to start to turn this different colors as it starts to heat up. And the nice thing about this is that because it is so small, look what I'm doing. I can hold this in my hand. I can take this with me any place I go. It's a really, really neat thing.
Lou, I apologize. Our producer was just, because, you know, a lot goes on behind the scenes, folks, and this is a great example of how hard our team works. We have, at this moment in time, 1,300 orders coming through. So let me just explain what they have done. We were supposed to air this on the Monday night show in 3 weeks from today, okay? It was going to be more money. It was going to be $29.95, still worth every penny. They have just told me they are bringing all the quantity right now. So we're going to unlock what was being saved for the Monday night show, and we are making it all available right here, right now, at the mega discount price. So, Alison, how many does that actually now leave in total? How many do we have? Okay, with everyone, she's still telling me there's only about 1,200 left. Oh, because there's now 2,000 people on the phone. Okay, so please bear with us, folks. We're getting to you as soon as possible. We're going to ship it out immediately to you, of course. I do not have any more, so they will now be canceling the Monday night show presentation. I'd rather you did it. Oh, look, Lou.
Look at that. See what's going on there? I unplugged the other one by accident. This guy, look at this, the way it's doing, and it's reactive to the heat. So you can see there's the plume of heat coming out of this. You know that that fan is forcing that air, that pushing it out into the room. And the thing you need to know is that with that PTC, that ceramic heater that's inside of this, it's safe. It's very, very safe.
And it's, you know, you say these words, and I think a lot of us, we've learned over the years on HSN that thermoceramic is a big deal. I mean, this is an expensive technology. It's a technology that you find in the $150, $200 heaters. You look at this and you say, okay, I'm in. I can plug this in virtually any room in the house and have heat instantly, easily. Even those of you that are channel surfing, they're thinking this is so good and it's so inexpensive. You don't even realize that if you look at the top of the handy heater, this has a digital thermostat built in. I mean, Lou, you can't beat this.
No, and the thing you need to understand is, I set it just now to 82 degrees. When it reaches 82 degrees, it's going to turn the heat off, okay? When the temperature drops, the heat's going to start again. That's what's great about this. I can adjust the fan speed. Let's say you're getting a little warm. You're like going, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. It's really heating up this room fast. Hit that right there. Turn it to LL, that's low. Turn it to HH, that's high. And you know what? I just thought about something. You and I have been standing here talking this whole time. It's not very loud, is it?
No, you don't.
Yeah, I mean, you hardly even know it's there. It's like a little tiny bit of background noise, a little bit of white noise, but you hardly hear it at all. That's awesome.
It's one of those hot, no pun intended, it's one of those hot new items.
I knew he was going to do that.
And, you know, it's one of the best parts of doing host pick, as I'm sure every host has said, is just the exciting part of meeting with our wonderful buying teams and seeing, well, what's out there? What's new? What can we do? This was one that just caught my eye. I mean, you know, being from England, I know how cold is. I mean, really, having a heater to mean that you don't always have to reach for that blanket, that you don't always have to reach for that sweater, that you can sit in bed, lay in bed, sit on the sofa, sit in the chair and be comfortable is so good. Our lovely sales manager tonight, Donna, she always is cold in that sales office. How many of us are at work and we're chilly, we're cold? Maybe it's the air conditioning. Maybe it's just, oh, it's gone. They're telling me it's gone. Folks, do not hang up. We are counting you in. Do not hang up. Lou, thank you, sir.
Adam, my pleasure.